evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bruce Frisco. It is Friday, June the 19th, and this is CTV News. Tonight, come sail away. The world's fastest boats are set to compete in the Halifax Harbour. History made. Soccer fans still cheering Team Canada World Cup victory. And picking pickleball, the quirky sport that just keeps growing and growing and growing.
Live from our Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News. Here is Bruce Frisco.
Good evening. As we ease into the Father's Day weekend, scores of people will be converging on the Halifax Harbour, which is once again hosting Sail Grand Prix races. This is the second time the city has been home for the international event. But as CTV's Jonathan McGuinness tells us tonight, with the sport's growing popularity, other Canadian cities are now taking notice and showing an interest themselves in hosting.
With Canada's F-50 catamaran emerging from its bay, SailGP racing edges closer to the starting horn.
We try to treat it like any other Grand Prix, but the reality is that there is a much bigger buzz about it, which is great.
Canadian driver Giles Scott is familiar with this course. He won here in 2024 at the wheel of the Great Britain boat.
It was epic.
The race circuit skipped Halifax last year, but has returned for this year and has a commitment to be back in 2027.
Yeah, Halifax is such a great venue. That's why SailGP wants to be here. I think it's mutually beneficial for Halifax and SailGP to have a race here.
The sport has seen significant growth in Canada since the inaugural race in 2024. Other cities in the country have taken notice and they want in.
There's some interest from other Canadian cities for sure, but we know the people here in Halifax. We know how the event site lays out and how the stadium works, and we've had a lot of support from the people here.
American driver Taylor Canfield is happy to have the race in Halifax.
All the teams are expressing how exciting this city is to come to and how the fans get behind it, the city gets behind it.
Crowds make the difference. 50,000 packed the harbor's shorelines 2 years ago. Team Canada flight controller and Halifax native Billy Gooderham says the view from the water is second to none.
It's a truly unique, special feeling. I've said it a few times, but you really truly can hear the crowd noise, even over how loud the boats are and through the noise-canceling headphones.
It seems like the feeling is mutual. Attendance records were set in 2024, and ticket sales have tripled for this year's event. Jonathan McGuinness, CTV News, Halifax.
Now to the other big international sporting event the country is still talking about. Canadian soccer fans still buzzing after Canada's historic 6-0 victory over Qatar last night for the first ever men's FIFA World Cup victory. CTV's Avery McRae caught up with some local fans, including one who happened to be at the game in Vancouver, supporting the team's only maritime star.
It was an evening those at this watch party in Halifax and Canadians from across the country won't soon forget.
I think all in all, great performance from the team from the start to finish.
Takes a deflection, it's Jonathan David! What a strike from Jonathan David! Canada picked up their first ever FIFA Men's World Cup win with a 6-0 drubbing of Qatar in front of a sold-out sea of red in Vancouver. John Santee caught the action at a local restaurant.
And then, boom, they scored, and then I was like, yeah! Yes! Let's go!
I thought it was a great game. I feel like we did really good. Great score, 6-0.
Watch parties have become a popular place to be for the games, as seen last night in Halifax, as well as in Moncton for a FIFA Fan Fest event. Canada's fifth goal was a Qatar own goal that came from the foot of Nova Scotia's Jacob Schaffelberg, known better to locals as Maritime Messi. His father Michael witnessed the moments firsthand, along with 50,000 Canadians.
His older brother, he went down our row, went down the aisle, and he was because we were right there where he scored. So Zach took off down the stairs and was hanging over the rail screaming at his brother. I don't know. It's really hard to put it all into words.
The star striker isn't the only maritime presence in the Canadian locker room, according to Fredericton District Soccer Association Director Barry Morrison.
We've got Joe Hamilton, our executive director, as an analyst with the team. We've got a former player in Pat Cormier, who's on the strength and conditioning staff. So it's really amazing to see that even a small little club in Fredericton is connecting directly onto the fields at the World Cup.
He says the World Cup has been all the buzz on the local pitches of late, which he expects to continue leading up to their final group stage game against Switzerland. A Canadian win or draw would give them top seed in the group and secure a playoff game on home soil.
I think we're pumped. I think we have the momentum. And I think we're going to do it.
The two countries will square off Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock in Vancouver. Avery McRae, CTV News, St. John.
Get the Maritime's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
A man has died after a collision in Earltown, Nova Scotia last night. This happened just before 11 p.m. on Highway 326. Police say the victim was on the roadway at the time, struck by a Ford Edge that was being driven by a 29-year-old woman from DeBert. The 60-year-old victim died at the scene. He was from Truro. Nobody else was injured. The investigation is said to be ongoing. 27-year-old man has died while serving a sentence in a New Brunswick prison. Officials say Ryan Richard died Wednesday at the Atlantic Institution, but it released few details. Richard began serving a sentence of 2 years and a day on August 14th, 2024, so his scheduled release was coming up fairly shortly. Man was injured in an early morning stabbing incident in Halifax. Happened just before 5 a.m. in the 5600 block of Kennard Street. Police say the 30-year-old man was found there with injuries. He was taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information about the incident is being asked to contact HRP. Bus lanes are coming to one of Halifax's busiest roads. While there will be some pain for motorists while those lanes are being installed, the area councillor says it is all part of reducing congestion and getting ahead of future growth in the city. CTV's Callum Smith has more.
Cannot all the way to Windsor.
If you ask Councillor Sean Cleary, 11% of Halifax's transportation on a given day is by transit, and that's not good enough.
If we want to become a more sustainable city, reduce that congestion, not enter those gridlock phases, then we need more people riding transit. The best way to do that is make transit way better than it is today.
While the lower part of Bears Road off the By High has dedicated bus lanes in both directions, that's not the case from Connaught to Windsor Street. But that's the purpose of Phase 2 of Bears Road work, which ramps up next month. While pedestrian access will be maintained during construction, inbound vehicle traffic will not. There will be a single lane for outbound motorists.
I like to rip that Band-Aid off right ahead of time and let people know that it is going to happen, right? One of those intersections that we're trying to get all the ducks in a row is actually the Oxford-Bears Road intersection.
Portions of properties have already been purchased to support road widening. For some who live on Bears Road, losing parking is a step too far.
It's no good for our city, especially right here on Bears Road. We're so busy constantly all the time. You got cars who want to park on the side of the roads because they have no driveways. They're not going to be able to do that anymore.
Unfortunately, it's one of the trade-offs.
Totally support it. The traffic is crazy and we need different modes of way of getting peoples around the peninsula.
According to the council, there's too much at stake to keep the status quo. Callum Smith, CTV News, Halifax.
3 different swimming bans are in effect around the St. John area tonight thanks to elevated bacteria levels. The advisory includes Fisher Lake and Rockwood Park, Dominion Park Beach on the west side, and Tucker Park Beach, which was added to the list this afternoon. Warning signs have been posted at all of the locations, and in addition, the city says lifeguards will be on site during regular operating hours to keep people informed about the advisories. Recreational activities around the water and the beaches still permitted. The American group behind a whale coastal refuge held a ceremony this afternoon near Wine Harbour, Nova Scotia. It marks a milestone in their efforts to get the project off the ground. CTV's Jesse Thomas has more.
CEO Charles Vinnick and the team at the Whale Sanctuary Project welcomed dozens of people to their future sanctuary site in Wine Harbour, Nova Scotia. The organization has been working on bringing captive whales here since 2018. Although the project hasn't moved as fast as they'd like, today's announcement marked a major milestone as they break ground on what would be North America's first seaside sanctuary for captive whales. Crews are now preparing the land to bring in key infrastructure like water and electricity. Vinnick says they hope to begin construction of the headquarters soon.
It is a momentous day. It's been a long time. Look, none of us thought it would take this long. 3.5 years of environmental studies, 5 years of studies of the water quality, and all of the work and the fundraising that we've done to date and still have to do, because there's more fundraising to do to bring the nets here. But this shows that we're moving forward, and it will happen.
The project has faced opposition from some nearby residents who have raised environmental concerns, but Vinnick says multiple environmental studies have been completed, and the organization has worked to address the concerns raised by local residents, and they'll continue to do so. They hope to bring in the first whales here as soon as next spring. Jesse Thomas, CTV News, Wine Harbour, Nova Scotia.
Okay, time for our first break tonight. Still to come, Kaylin's full forecast. And we'll meet a maritime man who's been using beef tallow to make skincare products. Coming up next, though, on a short leash.
We just know that there's been an increase this year compared to last year.
HRM officials say too many dogs are roaming free, and they're concerned about safety. That's next. Stay with us.
With Aaron and Peter.
Hey, we're sending you to Montreal for Osheaga Music Festival with the iHeartRadio experience.
All you have to do is listen to Move 100 for 10 minutes on the all-free iHeartRadio app.
Now that the nicer weather seems to finally be here, the Halifax Regional Municipality is reminding dog owners to keep their pets leashed. In fact, the rule applies everywhere at all times unless specific signage indicates otherwise. CTV's Hafsa Arif has more on the campaign.
In Halifax, it's a site the municipality wants dog owners to remember, keeping their pets on a leash. While many residents follow the rules, the city is seeing more reports of serious dog attacks.
From serious to minor ones, but all of them are reported, and we just know that there's been an increase this year compared to last year.
The city says there are designated off-leash parks throughout the municipality. But outside those areas, owners are expected to keep their dogs restrained.
You know, there are the dog-on-dog reports that we did, and then there's dogs on people as well. So we're seeing kind of all sorts of complaints.
So far, there's been an increase of 35% of reports involving dogs off-leash in areas where leashing is required. Among dog walkers here, the reports come as a surprise.
14 years, never seen a dog attack personally as someone who uses a dog park every single day, 7 days a week, sometimes multiple times a day.
And while dogs can occasionally clash, dog owners don't believe serious incidents are as common in the area.
Every once in a while you do see something, and it's more the dogs getting into scrapes, I think, than people. Maybe people get in the way.
Like I said, dogs do have disagreements. That's pretty normal. They are dogs, just like children will hit each other at the playground. You know, it's similar, but if people don't understand how to control their dogs, that is an issue.
Owners can be fined more than $350 for violating posted leash requirements. Hafsa Arif, CTV News, Halifax.
Thank you, Hafsa. Time for a quick little break here, but when we return, your complete maritime weather forecast. Kaylin has all the details right after these messages. 19th day of June, Friday night, heading into the Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
Not a bad day for a lot of us around here today after the rain last night.
Yeah, it was nice to see some sunshine through parts of the Maritimes today. There were showers in other areas, though, especially the province of New Brunswick. And the reason for that is New Brunswick was close to this low-pressure system that's sort of just going to be hanging out here in the Maritime region through the upcoming weekend. It's not going to be a complete washout, and there will be some sunshine at times, but there's also going to be a few showers popping up during both Saturday and Sunday in the Maritimes. The highest chance of a shower for most is going to be on Saturday, and then a lower chance on Sunday, Father's Day. Taking a look at our timeline then for cloud cover and precipitation for the rest of tonight. A few clouds around, fog patches developing. Showers in the north of New Brunswick. Should probably plan on it being a bit of a soggy start to the day. The Acadian Peninsula, Bathurst, Campbellton, and Edmundston in the northwest. Other parts of the Maritimes will see fog dissipate in the morning, some sunny breaks, but then some scattered showers around the region for the afternoon. And here's the thing with the showers, Saturday afternoon into early Saturday evening, they do come in with a risk of some small thunderstorms for the province of Nova Scotia. Northern parts of the Annapolis Valley, Lunenburg County, moving up through Halifax County, the Eastern Shore, North Shore, and Cape Breton. If any thunderstorms do pop up, along with lightning, which is dangerous at any time, they could produce a few downpours. Just be aware of that. Not everybody's going to see one of those showers or thunderstorms for tomorrow, but there are going to be some present scattered in the region. Taking a look at the winds in the forecast for Saturday out of the northwest for both New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, gusts 20 to 40 kilometers per hour. More westerly for Nova Scotia, gusts in a similar range between 20 and 40. Low temperatures tonight for New Brunswick, down between 10 and 14 degrees, down around 13 degrees for Summerside and Prince Edward Island, 14 for Charlottetown. And in Nova Scotia tonight, most of the lows between 11 and 16. Highs for tomorrow across northern areas of New Brunswick, a little bit cooler, 14 to 17 degrees, especially towards the eastern coastline. Fredericton with a high near 19 degrees, 18 at St. Stephen, and then 17 for both St. John and for Moncton. Prince Edward Island for tomorrow with high temperatures of 14 to 17 degrees. You got about a 60% chance of a shower afternoon into evening. And for eastern areas of Nova Scotia, it's about a 60% chance of a shower or thunderstorm as well, afternoon into evening hours. The chance of a shower or thunderstorm does get a little bit lower as you make your way into the west of the province. So into the southwest, it'll be about a 40% chance. High temperatures tomorrow, mostly high teens and low 20s. Taking a look at the extended forecast, beginning first with New Brunswick on Father's Day. Sunday, mostly a mix of sun and cloud, about a 30-40% chance of a shower for any given community. A mix of sun and cloud in the forecast for Monday. Rain possible on Tuesday of next week. That's followed by a chance of showers on Wednesday. And some pretty fair weather conditions for both Thursday and Friday of next week. For Nova Scotia, that low pressure system lingering for the weekend. We do still have a chance of showers on Sunday, though it's only about a 40% chance of a shower. Mix of sun and cloud in the forecast for Monday. Rain possible with a low pressure system on Tuesday of next week, followed by a chance of showers on Wednesday. And then a mix of sun and cloud Thursday and Friday. And for Prince Edward Island, the forecast Sunday, Father's Day, cool. High temperature near 14 degrees, about a 30% chance of a shower. Then on Monday, it's a mix of sun and cloud. Rain possible on Tuesday of next week. A chance of showers on Wednesday, and a mix of sun and cloud on Thursday and Friday. Bruce.
Okay, thank you, my friend. We'll step aside for just a couple of minutes, but stay with us. There is more to come.
The #1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
So beef tallow has become kind of a trendy substance lately. Some people are cooking with it, others are crafting with it. CTV's Emma Convey tonight introduces us to a Nova Scotia man who turns it into skincare products.
After 15 years with the Navy, a spinal cord injury brought on early retirement for Robert Tanner. After the injury, nature became part of his healing.
I spent years in physio, surgeries. I just found that getting the body in the homeostasis will help it heal better.
He moved from the city to Upper Rod in Nova Scotia and built a farm from scratch. Turkeys, chickens, sheep, and goats.
I can really only do two things, because if you do too much, you get too overwhelmed easily. So I just focus on farming sheep and making tallow products.
The tallow he uses is a product from beef cattle.
Tallow is any rendered fat from an animal. So popular is beef fat. It matches the fatty profile of your skin. It's going to absorb deep, not clog your pores. It's going to help with inflammation, a lot of skin conditions.
Tanner started with beard balms and then branched out from there.
I do soap, lip balms, and tallow balms, and whipped.
The two main ingredients are gathered locally from Nova Scotia beef and Nova Scotia beeswax.
This would be the product that you would melt down and put into the balms.
And sales are up this year. Tanner is doing over 70 events in 2026.
I really grew this year. I was half in with some markets and retail past 2 years. This year I've blown up. You can find me at the Halifax Brewery Market every Saturday. I do a lot of other events. Retail spots are opening up. Online store.
With hopes of growing the business, Tanner has acquired more land and eventually wants to build a new facility and grow his sheep flock as well. Emma Convey, CTV News, Upper Rawdon, Nova Scotia.
Thank you, Emma. Time for a quick little break here. Our last one tonight. Coming up, the growing popularity of pickleball. First, though, your wake-up weather. Here's a live look at Pier 21 in Halifax on this Friday night. 16 degrees. Kaylin's Wake Up is coming up next. Just like that, Saturday morning, 20th day of June. Let's kick it off with the wake-up weather.
Yeah, a little foggy for some areas to start the day on Saturday. The fog will be dissipating as we go from the morning into the afternoon. So morning showers in northern areas of New Brunswick, and then a chance of showers tomorrow afternoon, generally in the Maritimes. Any showers that do pop up for the province of Nova Scotia do come with a low risk of a few small thunderstorms. Most of the high temperatures tomorrow will be in the teens and low 20s. Bruce.
Thank you, Kaylin. Have a good weekend. Well, it's not new, but it's a sport that certainly saw major growth during the pandemic, and it's only continued to grow. And more people are picking up pickleball. As CTV's Stephanie Seacos tells us tonight, there's now a new place to play around here.
There you go. There's a new pickleball court in Nova Scotia.
As opposed to large multi-courts, it is a single court, so it is ultimate privacy, and people can play with their friends, and they can rent it at 24 hours a day.
Pickleball Cove is located in Mount Uniacke. James Adams opened the private facility to help with demand.
I started playing pickleball with my dad a couple of years ago, and we ran into a problem where there just was not enough courts, and anytime we tried to use an outdoor court, they were always either busy or we'd get rained out, and it just wasn't convenient as well. I have small kids, and so finding a nice prime time slot was just often really, really hard.
A lack of places to play is a similar sentiment echoed by the Halifax Pickleball Club.
In my opinion, there should be 12 courts on the peninsula. We've got 235 members of the Pickleball Club, and we only started in August. And about 550 members on our Facebook page. So there's a lot of people looking to play, and one court, not enough.
The volunteer-run club says the sport is gaining popularity across the board.
Nova Scotia Provincials this year, run by Pickleball Nova Scotia, had a youth category for the first time ever. So it's really growing in the younger groups. There are youth tournaments. It's being taught in schools.
It's a sport you can try at any age and any skill level.
On the first day you learn, you can pretty much carry a game, unlike some sports.
Back in Mount Uniacke, while Pickleball Cove has only been open for about 6 weeks.
The hope is to open more locations. There are definitely lots of communities in and around the HRM and even Nova Scotia which actually don't have any pickleball facilities.
Providing more options for new and seasoned players. Stephanie Seco, CTV News, Mount Uniacke, Nova Scotia.
Thank you, Stephanie. That is your late news for tonight. That's it for this week, as a matter of fact. If you joined us late or you'd like another look at any of our stories tonight or all week, check us out online, ctvnewsatlantic.ca. It's always your home for news. I'm Bruce Frisco. Thank you for staying up late with us tonight. We're going to leave you with the names of all of us here at Bell Media. Have yourself a good night, a great weekend, and a happy Father's Day. And we shall see you again on Monday.